So back in January, the Tennessee Titans picked Mike Borgonzi to be their new general manager. He's a first-time GM. He came over from Kansas City, where he helped construct their Super Bowl roster. So he's been on the job for 9 months now, and I asked him, what is he most proud of so far?
You know, I would really say just the work that we've put in, Chris, and, you know, the entire staff, you know, really to get the right type of players in here, not only talented players, but, you know, high football character players as well, whether it was in the draft or free agency. So, you know, I'm proud of that, and it gives us confidence here heading into week 1.
You and Chad Brinker from day one talked about you wanted this to be a draft and develop type operation. There's obviously some patience that is required with that type of philosophy. So in a league that is short on patience, what's the balance there?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important when you're building the team that you're surrounded with some veterans, and we certainly have some veterans here that have played at a high level. You know, Jeff Simmons and Ridley, and, you know, we picked up Cody Barton. I can go down the list, but that gives a little bit of time for these guys to grow. Now they're going to play, and they're going to go through some of their, you know, some of the bumps along the road. But at the end of the day, it is about winning, you know. But if you have the right mixture, I think, of veterans and young guys like we do, we can give some time to develop as we're going through the season.
What defines success for you this season in year 1?
You know, I think I want to see growth throughout the season. From week 1, you know, to the middle of the season to the end of the season. Are we getting better? And really, that's, I don't want to put a wins and loss, you know, to really judge, you know, what success really is. But at the end of the day, it is about wins and losses. But we all want to see growth with the team.
So you drafted Cam Ward #1 overall, and you're making him the cornerstone of what you want to build around. So far, what has he shown you to justify that #1 pick?
Well, I think that the physical talents jump out, Chris, like, you know, the arm strength and his ability to create outside the pocket. The biggest thing for me, though, and especially for that position, being the #1 pick, is his ability to connect with the entire, not only the locker room, really the entire organization. And so far, you know, he's met every expectation we've had for him. And now he's a rookie quarterback heading into week 1. Is it all going to go perfect? You know, probably not. But, you know, we have a lot of confidence in him that he is the person that's going to lead us to where we want to be someday.
I'm talking about confidence. What inspired you guys' confidence to trust Brian Callahan as the guy to bring out the best in Cam going forward?
You know, I've never worked with Brian before in the past until now, but I've always admired him, and I've played against him when he was in Denver. He's been with a lot of really good quarterbacks, and, you know, and he's helped develop, you know, Joe Burrow in the past. And just meeting with him and just, you know, knowing the plan that he's going to have in place for Cam, the plan he does have in place for him, you know, he's the right person for Cam right now and for this organization.
All right, so we get to game day now, and you're up there, and it's about to kick off. I want to know what it's like. So you've spent 9 months building up what we're about to see, and now you just turn it all over and say, whatever happens, happens, because I can't do anything anymore. What's that like?
Well, the work's never done for us. I mean, there's still ways to acquire players here during the season.
Once you hit the field, though. I mean, on game day.
But it is exciting because you go along these steps in the process, and I always say it's like Christmas morning for us after the draft to see what the rookies look like in OTAs, to see what our free agents look like. And then you get to training camp, it's another phase. And now it's showtime.